Hello everyone, today we are going to learn the second video of rationalization. So last class we have done the basic video on the rationalization. Okay, so let us just get a quick revision on that. So converting an irrational number into a rational number is called as rationalization. So today's video will be discussing about the conjugate. That means there will be two terms in the denominator which we need to rationalize. For that we are going to use third identity of algebra. So there are total, we have here 4 identities. Okay, so in that 4, the third one, that means a plus b into a minus b is equal to a square minus b square, is going to be one of the most important identity for us. Okay, even though we use the first, second and the fourth, but this will help us in removing the irrational number and making it to a rational number. So let's take an example here. Rationalize the denominator of 2 by 3 minus root 5. Here 3 is a rational number and minus root 5 is an irrational number. We call this a second type. So in this, how we are going to solve is, see, this is a given term and this is a denominator, and this denominator we are going to multiply 3 plus root 5 and 3 plus root 5. What I am multiplying to the numerator, same thing I will multiply to the denominator. So this will keep the equality of this particular irrational number. Okay, this 3 plus root 5 is called as conjugate, or we can also call it this as an rationalizing factor. Okay, so what happens in the next step, we are multiplying 2 into 3 plus root 5. Okay, and 3 minus root 5 into 3 plus root 5. So you can see here, right, this is from the conjugate part and this is from the question. So what happens in the next step is, it follows a plus b into a minus b identity, which gives me a square minus b square. Here in this place, a is 3 and b is root 5. So it becomes 3 square minus root 5 whole square. So what happens to this 2 then? So in this case, we are multiplying 2 to the 3 and also multiplying 2 to the root 5. So what happened here, 2 into 3 I got 6 and 2 into root 5 I got 2 root 5, because this 2 is an rational number and this is an irrational number. So that's why I cannot multiply 2 into 5, so that it will be 2 root 5. Next step, this we cannot add also, because this particular part is irrational number and this is a rational number, so we cannot add them. But denominator you can see, 3 square became 9 and root 5 whole square became 5. So as you already know, 9 minus 5 is 4. Okay, so next step you can compare from here to here. So what it is done, this 4 is a common denominator of 6 and 2 root 5. So we have distributed that 4 to both the numerator. That means 6 by 4 and 2 root 5 by 4. Okay, so later you can cut 6 and 4. We'll get what, 2 3s are 6 and 2 2s are 4. It becomes 3 by 2 and 2 1s are 2 and 2 2s are 4. So I'll get root 5 by 2. So now you see the denominators are same, right? So we need not take LCM again. It's already same. So the answer will be 3 plus root 5 by 2. And again I'm saying you cannot add 3 plus root 5, because 3 is a rational number and root 5 is an irrational number. Okay, let's try the next problem. Okay, so now you can see here that it is slightly modified. Here you can see denominator. Previous example we did not had this rational part, correct? Now we are having it. So let us work on the same thing. It's again a type 2 question. So you already know this denominator is 5 plus 2 root 6 and we are multiplying this by 5 minus 2 root 6. See, same terms, but this sign is opposite. So what I am multiplying the denominator, same thing I am multiplying to the numerator. So again same method we are going to follow. 7 into 5 minus 2 root 6. Okay, now here you see a plus b into a minus b, right? So we are going to use a square minus b square. So next what happens, multiply 7 inside. So 7 into 5 will give you 35 and 7 into 2 will give you 40. Now again you see this is a rational number and 2 is a rational number. So we multiplied 7 and 2, I got 14. I cannot multiply 7 and root 6 because root 6 is a rational number. So 7 into 2 I got 14. So 35 minus 14 root 6. In the denominator, a plus b into a minus b is a square minus b square. So that's why here a is 5, which becomes 5 square, and b is 2 root 6, it becomes 2 root 6 whole square. And now you see this square is for both 2 and root 6. So what happens in the next step? The 5 square becomes 25. When you give this square to the 2, it becomes 2 square, which is 4. When you give this square to the root 6, you get 6. So the next step, what happens? The 4 into 6 will give me 24 and 25. So 25 minus 24 is 1. Now you see any number's denominator is 1 means you can exclude that. That means you can just write the numerator 35 minus 14 root 6. Okay, this is it. So let us try these examples. Okay.